Nola Jet here at Bird Dog Cafe in Laurel, Mississippi. Good stuff in here, yeah. Welcome to Nola Gent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our USA travel vlog, we are on a travel search for a southern food tour of Mississippi food in Laurel, Mississippi. We will be visiting Bird Dog Cafe, which is located in Laurel, Mississippi at 412 Short 7th Avenue, which is about 2 hours and 140 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. You are invited to eat with me some Mississippi food as first we feast on salad, beef stroganoff, and cheesecake. Our restaurant review videos will be exploring some of the best southern restaurants, and the Southern Food Vlog will show you how we enjoy our southern restaurant experiences. So here we are walking towards the Bird Dog Cafe, and they've got a nice little area in the front here. You can sit and take in the scenery for a while, and you can also enjoy a cocktail or two. So as we turn around, we'll be facing the building here, and they've got some pretty bold color schemes here to keep us all entertained and get our attention. So we can see they've got a drink menu here that's got some interesting items on it. And then we've also got a sign telling us that they are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 6:30 to 8:30 today. So we should be able to have a good time in here. Now there's also a little area on the side, and I'm pretty sure this White House is also part of the restaurant. Maybe they're just developing it or use it as an event space. This is in the television show that everybody is fanatical about in Laurel, Mississippi, where they redo houses. I've only seen a couple of episodes of that show, and I've never seen the episode about this place. So if you know anything about that episode, let me know, because I've never seen it. Maybe I should have seen that episode before I did this video, but I think it's more fun not knowing, right? If you watched that episode and happen to have any great info or otherwise just know something insightful or good about this place, please feel free to comment below and share it with everybody. So you can see they have a great little back dining area and some more patio space. So this looks like a really great spot for when the weather's nicer. Now let's go ahead and head back on into the Bird Dog main space to check it out and see how it looks inside. So I'm really curious. They look like they had a really great atmosphere in their back patio area. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. And okay, wow, when you first walk in, it looks like a deli ordering counter. They have some drinks here. And then they have some decorative, looks like repurposed windows with their logo and the Bird Dog Cafe written on it. And as we spin around, we also see they have some t-shirts and other merchandise for sale here. And this is the main dining room. Wow, this is a much smaller space than I thought it would be. So they have some animal heads on the wall and some historic pictures, it looks like. So it's a lot more simple on the inside than I thought it would be. They also have some just random windows hanging there. I don't know, that just might get in my way later. We'll see. It looks like we have a military pilot's jacket and then those other two historic photos, which all go together nicely. And then we have the head of a bear, a deer, and a bighorn sheep. And then this section here is another gift store area with some t-shirts and some other items. But let's go ahead and take a look at the menu now. So we have skillet bake served with a side house salad. There's chicken pot pie, there's meatball, a veggie corkscrew, beef stroganoff, country pleasing alligator sausage and crab bake, crawfish mac and cheese. Then we have sandwiches and wraps with chicken salad wrap, chicken Caesar wrap, salmon Caesar wrap. Then we have tuna club, turkey club, salads, smoked tomato Caesar salad, house salad, pink goddess, Chef Elliott salad. Then we have the breakfast menu with toast, crunchy crumble avocado, deluxe avocado, peach almond, marinated mushrooms, tomato oil vinegar. Then we have waffles, the Elvis, berries and cream, and chocolate chip waffle. And we have croissants with the sausage, ham and cheese, the roast beef, the veggie. We have bowls with corned beef hash and eggs, granola bowl, grit bowl, and a la carte eggs, toast, jam, bacon. Then we have an adult beverage menu with some very healthily priced cocktails, and the food menu was pretty pricey as well, I thought. So we have a mojito, a margarita, an old fashioned, a honeysuckle 75, a mimosa, a pink panther, a Bloody Mary, an Irish coffee latte, banana pudding latte, a porch punch, And then we have a very concise selection of white wines, red wines, and beers. And this is the most expensive Yingling I've ever seen anywhere, anytime. Yingling is often cheaper than Budweiser. Then we have a selection of coffees with drip, cold brew, espresso, americano, cortado, cappuccino, latte. Then not coffee with matcha latte, chai latte, loose leaf tea, milk, and hot chocolate. Extras, you can get an extra shot, flavorings, and alt milk. Then we have desserts, and we need to ask our server for details about today's desserts. We have cake, pie, cheesecake, cookie, budino, and affogato. So here's my entree salad, and I tried to order the chicken pot pie, but they were sold out, so I had to get the beef stroganoff instead. But let's go ahead and dig into the salad. So this is a very pretty looking salad, a lot of good greens. So it's a nice, fresh, good salad. I'm enjoying it. So this is a very nice piece of work with all the greens going in here. And the red cherry tomatoes make a nice contrast of color, along with tasting pretty nice as well. We didn't get a choice of salad dressing, so I guess it's their house salad dressing on here. I believe it's a vinaigrette, and it tastes pretty nice. It's very lightly put on, though, so you're not getting a whole lot of the salad dressing flavor in here. And I've totally destroyed my salad after this last bite. So, just like I destroyed the salad, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this salad. And while you're down there, would you kindly check out the link to my Patreon account, because hey, I work for tips and I appreciate any assistance with that. So my dining companion got this blueberry tea, and I got to taste it, and it did have a really good blueberry flavor to it. And then here's my beef stroganoff. It looks interesting. I've never seen a beef stroganoff look quite like this. I got a little crust here on top, and this skillet is sizzling dangerously hot, so you've got to be a little careful around this thing. And this food is also blazing hot, so it's a little dangerous for me to even try to eat it, so I've got to stir it around and cool it off a little bit. So there's a lot of heat coming off of it. Now I'm kind of disappointed. This is the least amount of meat I've ever seen in a beef stroganoff. So let's go ahead and see if it's cooled off enough to bite it without burning myself. And ooh, it's still very hot, very hot. I'm also not getting a beef stroganoff-like flavor out of this. This is unlike any beef stroganoff I've ever eaten before. It just doesn't taste like beef stroganoff to me, and I've eaten a lot of beef stroganoffs in my time. Not my favorite version of a beef stroganoff, I have to say. It's not the usual nice, wonderful flavor of a beef stroganoff. I usually love beef stroganoff, but so far I'm not getting the good stroganoff flavors that I crave, and I just can't believe for the price that this thing costs that I'm getting such a small amount of meat in here. Usually there's a lot more meat in a beef stroganoff. I mean, $24 is the price of a steak in a lot of fine dining restaurants in New Orleans, so I just don't feel like I've gotten a lot of value here with what seems to be mostly noodles here. This dish just is not making me happy. It is not giving me a lot of good flavor. It's pretty bland and boring. Doesn't taste like unusual beef stroganoff in any way. I mean, it's fine doing your own take on something as long as it still has good flavor. This is just pretty bland to me and seems to mostly taste like noodles. Not really seeing the value of what's going on here. This is just a poor value. It's mostly noodles with just a tiny bit of meat. Whatever this dish is, it's not worthy of the name beef stroganoff. And it definitely needs a lot of work in the flavor department to kick it up several stories and notches up to make it a worthwhile dish. This is worth maybe $5 to $8 to me at most. Just not a good dish. It's just not worth the price at all. It's very poor value. All right, here's my last bite. So just like I'm gonna destroy my review of this dish, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below and let me know what we should call this dish, because it sure ain't beef stroganoff. And while you're down there, be sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, because hey, I work for tips and I appreciate any assistance with that. So Bird Dog Cafe, I want you to improve. I want you to do better. So here's an example of a beef stroganoff from the Green Room in New Orleans. And theirs is very delicious, and I can't eat the whole thing. It's more than I can eat, and it only costs $15. Next, we attempted dessert, and my dining companion got the chocolate cake and was unable to finish it as the taste was just not good. I got the cheesecake, which did have a great flavor, and I enjoyed my cheesecake. However, it was not worth $9. So the cheesecake did have a nice presentation, and it does look quite delicious here. And as I bite into it and taste it, it has excellent flavors, so it is a very well done cheesecake. I've had better, I've had worse, so this is a little above average, I would say. So it's right above middle of the road. So they definitely have some good flavors going on. It was prepared very nicely. So it is an enjoyable thing. They have different types and flavors all the time, so any given visit, you're gonna probably get different types of cheesecake. You might need to call ahead if you want to confirm what kind of flavor they will be having. They do sell out fast though. This was one of the last cheesecakes they had left. So it's obviously a hot selling item here, along with the chicken pot pie that also seems to sell out fast here. So I'm making good progress here with the cheesecake. It's going down fast and it's been easy to eat. It's maintained good structural integrity. It hasn't crumbled apart and fallen into multiple pieces, so that's always a good thing. And the crust is maintaining the cohesion on the outside. Sometimes you get cheesecakes that are very, very crumbly on the outside and they fall apart. So this one is certainly holding together very well, and the little sauce on top of there is also going very nicely with the cheesecake. Oh, we got a little crumble on the bottom now, so we lost a little structural cohesion on the bottom. Overall, though, it's still doing pretty decent so far. And, ooh, we're really getting close to finishing. It's gone down way quicker and easier than I thought it would have. Look at here. Oh, all right. Getting close to the last bite here. Oh, let's see. It looks pretty darn good. And yes, here we go. We're gonna totally destroy the cheesecake. So just like we destroyed dessert, destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about the cheesecake. And while you're down there, would you kindly check out the link to my Patreon account, because hey, I work for tips and I appreciate any assistance with that. So the bill arrived, and the total for two people was $76.30, and that's without drinking any adult beverages. The prices here are really out of whack, as they're at the level of Commander's Palace restaurant in New Orleans, which is one of the top restaurants in the world. And this place just isn't up to that level, unfortunately. Commander's Palace also has the added bonus of giving you 25-cent martinis during their weekday lunches. This place has fine dining prices, but it's certainly not a fine dining environment. Although on their website they say stuff about fine dining, this is a very casual restaurant. It's more of a coffee shop atmosphere than a restaurant atmosphere. It's a complete tourist trap, unfortunately, and I had high hopes for it. It's very cool on the inside and outside, but the prices are just completely out of line for Laurel, Mississippi. All of the locals I spoke to said this was a total tourist trap and not a place they would go to, and I just don't find the food in any way fine dining level. The best thing about my meal was the salad. The cheesecake was also good, but those entrees were completely unacceptable. I saw some other guests that also got the beef stroganoff that weren't happy with it. I told my waitress that I was not happy with my dish, and she just said she was sorry about that. In a fine dining restaurant, they offer you something else, so this is not at all on any level fine dining. So if you're in Laurel and you're a tourist, it is a beautiful spot and you should check it out, but probably stick to maybe a dessert and a coffee, or maybe just a coffee, because $9 is a lot for a cheesecake. And some fine dining restaurants do charge levels like that. You also get a level of service and an environment that is far superior to what is being offered here. So I guess they're thriving based on the tourist trade, and I've done my moment of tourism here, and I doubt that I would return unless they had a drop in prices and improved food and service. Although they are about the only spot in Laurel, Mississippi to get a mojito that I know about, so beyond that, there's a lot of other options around, and it's more than worth it to drive 2 hours down to New Orleans to go to Commander's at the prices they're charging here. So Bird Dog Cafe, I had high hopes, but I was completely disappointed. And I hope that you make some improvements, and maybe one day I can visit again and give you another chance. Let me know if you think you've improved at some point. And thanks so much to everybody out there for tuning into the NOLA Gent channel, especially to my Patreons. And if y'all could just remember to share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it, it really would help me and I really would appreciate it. And tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLA Gent channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.